We're seeing now Beit Hashem Yisborach Daf Nun Beis Kesubos. The Mishnah said, Rabbi Yehuda says, if he writes Din Dvarim Ein Li B'Nachsayich Eva Perisein, he still gets pears. Means she cannot eat off the pears because we have to sell it, and he should eat the pears of the pears. That's halacha. He's only misal himself from the pears, so she has a right to buy a karka with it, but he has to eat pears. Then we're going to go now figuring out stuff according to Rabbi Yehuda and Chachamim. Nicha daite Rabbi Yehuda, v'shekoosav lo Din Dvarim Ein Li B'Nachsayich Eva Peres, yesh lachila pears. That's good. I feel the cause of Din Dvarim Ein Li B'Sod Zu Peres, yesh lachila pears. That's question number one. If he writes the word zu, maybe it's stronger language and means even he cannot even eat the pears. So she takes the pears and she eats it up, and that's it. Next, another question. That's what the Mishnah says. That's actually everybody agrees to that, right? Yeah. I feel the cause of Din Dvarim Ein Li B'Sod Zu Yesh Lachilas Peres. Shem B'Kayagam the Gas Nagamra. If he says Sodazu, the question is asked according to Yehuda when he says, because Yehuda says that he has pears. So according to Yehuda, you have to ask the question by even by pears. According to Chachamim, you can ask the question in a regular case, because once you say pears, you misalik yourself totally. So without saying pears, the question can be asked. When you say zu, if it helps stronger. If it's stronger language, you can be misalik yourself from either from pears according to Yehuda or from pears according to Chachamim. Shmeinu Nador. The more of Zuhira Rabbi Yehuda B'Shem Rav, a koisav matona le'ishtoi ein achida pears. That's what he said. We had this before, this memory, that you write, give away a gift for your wife, you lost the pears. Omer Zirtit, Omer Kain, Elen pears, Moicha pears, Kerch Karaka, Moicha pears. That's what that means pears. We sell the fruits and you buy a piece of land and he eats the fruits of that. Mekiva shekos dem dvar nem chsar pears saying, Loi kekois of sodom aton ishtehu, at Omer loi pears. So what is he proving here? Alma adinem rav the rabbanon koisav matana leishtoi ein abal oichel pears. He's proving Rav's statement. Rav said a statement that matana leishtoi he loses even the pears also. We don't say that he gets to eat pears. So we can prove it from the Mishnah because it says Rabbi Yehuda says that. Yehuda. Make a dig according to the Rabbanon. We don't say you sell the pears. Why? Because it has a din like he gave a matana. The pears he gave her away with matana. And the din is when he gives a matana, he does not get the pears. That's why he doesn't get pears. That's what happened here. He gave her away the pears with matana. He says the pears saying. And the pears is like the pears of the character that he gave away with matana. And since we say matana, he does not eat. So here also, that's the Shittas Rabbanon. That's how the Gemara learns Pshat in the Mishnah according to Rabbanon. Have Medibur Zeh Shaman, the Yehuda comes about Eichel pears. This whole thing is only states according to Rabbanon. According to Rabbi Yehuda, it's not like that. According to Rabbi Yehuda, he would hold by Matana also. He's not like Rab, right? Because he holds that if he gives away the pears, he still gets pears. Alma zu loy odef medin advan. Ma hasen yesh loy peres. Afoch yesh loy peres. So koiza matana is also he's giving away the guf. He said sodazu, and still, according to Rabbanon, it's going now according to Rabbi Yehuda first. He says, "Lo yishanya dat Rabbi Yehuda b'shekasa lo din advarim ein v'nechsayach perisein, because din advarim ein li al sod peris zu perisein. Yesh le'achilas peris. Even when he says zu, he also has achilas peris. Doesn't make it a stronger siluk if he says zu. He still gets achilas peris. Because why? How do we prove this? Because matona is like zu, and by matona he gets, according to Yehuda, you get Paris, and that means that by that we say this is the same parallel like Paris by zu, because the when he says in a Parisean, it's even if he says bezu, you're also going to lose, just like you see by matona, according to Reb Zera. Rabbi Yehuda would say by matana that he gets Paris, even if he gave him matana. That's considered like zu. And Huadin, when he gives him a matana, the Paris, according to Rabbi Yehuda, even if he said zu, he's misalik himself, he still gets Paris. Now that's according to Rabbi Yehuda. According to Rabbanan, the same thing applies by not by silk from Paris, because lo counter abundant Paris means everything already. So let's say you just have Chsayach zu. The point is we want to prove that zu does not make a stronger silk. Just like you say, like Rabbi Yehuda doesn't make a stronger silk. Alright, Maton, according to Rabbi Yehuda, he's going to get Paris. And if Maton is going to get Paris, who are then by didn't do ein Messiah Paris, even if he said zu, he still gets Paris. Because these two dinim are haba talya. Gemara says that this din of Rabbi Yehuda is dependent on the din of matana the ishta. Because the din is by zu that he still gets, that's why Rabbi Yehuda holds there also that he still gets. Kontra Chomem, in a case where he does not mention Paris, so same thing. It's just like Rabbi Yehuda. That what? That he gets, even if he says zu, he still gets Paris. It's an interesting proof, but you can review it and to see how it's very nice cheshbon here. This is more bringing this proof from this whole from the cheshbon from Zera. That what that zu doesn't help out. Still, he still gets a price. What does this mean? Allah Shem Gamliel the Omar Mesa Yosh Allah in the Varam she's much to tonight bottle. At night goof at night moment I can't that night moment with them at night bottle which besop is means he's not right. Allah is like him, but not exactly what he said. Really, the Masnash Kosbate should help because moment helps. Here, the problem is he cannot be master on a thing that he didn't get yet. That's the issue. He cannot be Masalik himself. Meisa Yosha happens later. So that's why it doesn't help his silik of Yerusha. He's only Zoichet after the Misa. Now going back on the din of Machrav and Nosnekayim. I'm sorry, machrim nas the bottle. He says, why machrim nas the bottle? V'ine b'shem Rabbi Yechon. B'din ha'ya she'im machrim b'nosna she'yeh michra k'tayim. Why? She'b'soif u'zoicha b'hem. Lama amru bottle to take isha mecheres nechasim mishal b'ayla v'meshli. So this Gemara is not so clear on what is going on. I wrote it avokanas in an abdechusay. Din ha'ya she'machrim b'nosna she'yeh michra k'tayim. Go in general halacha that a woman has a right to sell nechasim. You go on this also. It's not. It doesn't have to go on this. I think it goes more in general. Why is the takana? Why do you make such a takana? It goes on a general din. Isha shemachra nichsam alayk. Yeah, it doesn't really, it's hard to understand why people could hear. We used to have had a story where a person wrote v'chaycha b'moisech. The shoulder rabban only puk menichsech. It helps. He wrote v'chaycha b'moisech. He's misalik himself. It helps. Shlopshim ba'lakish am alei ul v'nichsech. He passed like back. Rabbi Yemi boikim of zira. Hailem rabban is rabban shol. Harav harav yechon Rabbi Shimon lakish am lei rabbanon de b'yistan. I don't know who the other was. Rabbanon of Yistan. They hold that Tanoi Kaim, that he can be beside himself, and he goes back to her father. When from Abiyachan and Dibachar Mason Miyosha, Malay Chel Yoshna Yisra. Brothers. Yami Bakim Abzir. Achim Shecholki, Amon and Zonis Mishalem, Shatum Yasik Mishamachu, and Zonis Shanam. Yeah, the Loch is Achim Shecholku, it's not considered like the Amon can still get Zonis. It's not like considered like Machira. Pshita machru shalahem machru. If they sold it already, then it's too bad. Maybe a boy kima. This also doesn't belong here. I don't know why. Make brackets. You can understand that it doesn't belong here. Maybe boy kima a boy. Ksivim yeah yoyib na Yisrael. But if Yishas a yoyib will noig anachas chayz, Yishas a yoyib will noig anachas chayz. Adarabba. If it's yoyib, it's good. What's the problem? The Ruba Asamem Lach. Feeling Shasha Yovel Moik, Achas Chazas, Yusha Tassim Zay. So, Yovel, even if it be Yovel, in Israel, it wouldn't go back because the husband is Yoelish and it will stay in that shape. Vilba Paz the boy came up yes. Mocha, who in Mesa he what's the Allah? He sold in Chsima Lake. In Mesa he, and then she died. On Veloy Michre Bot. The Arab Shamacha B'chaya Ben, Mesa Ben, Kim Chesh Leirak, Kinyan Payers. And Yochel Limkel in Yeshiyah Shalikeach. Shigil Aguf. Right now he has no zechus in it, so he has no right to sell nichse muluk while